We talked about Opaline and Misty's relationship, but now it's time for this gen's best sisters, Pip and Zipp. And it's hands down the most interesting relationship in all of G5. And even better, best G5 funny Zipp is involved. But that's besides the point. I'm here to analyze the hell of those two. I'm gonna focus on all that happens in Make Your Mark Chapter 2, since that's where we see the most of them together. But first, let's assess each of them separately. Zipp is the smart one. She's an analyst in pony form that can quickly assess situations and people. So it's no wonder that I like her so much. This makes her a great detective. We can see that several times throughout Chapter 2. It's kinda her main focus by now. Pip is the classic influencer, worrying about her clip-shot views and her outside appearance, as well as the opinions of her followers. I didn't like her much at first, but she has grown on me, and I have a feeling that she will keep surprising me with how much I actually like her. She's one of the main 5 characters with the most personality, through the podcast among other things. And their relationship feels like the most relatable from all G5 to me, and that is because they actually act like siblings. They fight, they are complete opposites character-wise, but if it comes down to it, they are also the perfect team. And their quarrels. Oh, their quarrels seem so much like what my twin brother and I would do. They both have their own priorities, and both are extroverted and persistent enough to try to get what they want, no matter how stubborn they have to be. For Pip, that's probably rooted in her childhood. She seems to have been spoiled by Queen Haven more than she should have. Then there are her pipsqueaks that admire her, that can get pretty bad really fast, if she comes to think that she's better than others because of her follower count. But it doesn't seem to have come this far for Pip. But she is at a point of seeking constant approval for everything she does. We can see that when she's freaking out about not getting as much views, or beating herself up over an artist block. Zipp's confidence seems to come from practice and studying. She is smart and she isn't afraid to show it. She doesn't search for validation, she validates all her actions herself. And why wouldn't she? Every single one of her moves is calculated. But that leads her to act out a little sometimes, as seen in the episode Portrait of a Princess. Best episode, by the way. She has her own priorities, and these priorities tell her to put her family behind the investigations. I get why she thinks that. The crystals and the appearance of Twilight do seem more important than the overall picture, but you can't disregard your family because of it. Pip is the total opposite in that regard. Family is incredibly important to her. Portrait Day is one of her favorite events. I wanna say that she is a mama's girl, but that doesn't quite fit, because it also has a negative ring to it. I think it would make more sense to say that she and Haven just see great value in each other. They supported each other all their life. It's good to have your family so high on your priority list. Zipp isn't that good with her mother, and that's because of the pressure that has been put on her. Both Pip and Queen Haven have high expectations of her, since she's supposed to be the next queen and all. This causes her need to do something else, something that isn't normally the princess way. That's why she rebelled back in Zephyr Heights, and also why she explores the ways of a detective now. It's something different from what she was supposed to do all her life. She wants the freedom to discover and decide for herself what she wants to do with her life. Now that we have compared them, it's pretty obvious that they aren't similar at all. But now we're gonna go to the important part. Let's talk about the episode in which their relationship is the main focus. Portrait of a Princess, once again. Zipp has her priorities and uses her smarts to deceive a Pip that craves nostalgia for the Ocean Lily and approval from her fans. All of their intentions contradict each other. The episode even starts with Pip invading Zipp's privacy. That's a thing that often happens between siblings, but that's still insensitive. This also shows Pip's focus on her public appearance, since the portrait will be everywhere, while Zipp's focus stays on the safety of the pony world. She does what she can to get away from getting pampered, in classic tomboy fashion, and she's able to, through manipulating Pip, which shows that she knows her sister really well. Siblings may seem distant at times, but they know you better than you think. Queen Haven tells us about their filihood. They have been different, but laughed about it. They were attached at the wings, but grew apart, as siblings do. But it didn't stop them from caring. Zipp didn't mean for it to turn out like it did. She wanted to spend time with her sister, doing what she likes for once. Siblings grow apart, but they also stick together. As the Portrait Day song says, everywhere through thick and thin, the best friend who's right next to you, and always has been. I love the song. It shows perfectly how siblings act. It may not be apparent all the time, but you have a best friend hidden inside them. The scene in the cave might be my favorite of the whole chapter. You can tell that I love Zipp, and can heavily relate. There have been times that I haven't been a good older brother, but me and my twins still make a great team. And if we work together and share our interests, there's no one I'd rather have at my side, supporting me while I support him. And those parallels can be drawn to Zipp and Pipp. So different, but still so strong together. If they need each other, they are there for each other. They may fight at times, but they are still the best sisters, and can work together to achieve something great. like they did when getting out of the cave. As children, the best friends went through some hard times where they grew apart, but grew back together with the help of their friends. Sibling bonding at its peak. I know my focus has mostly been on this one episode, but I would say that's fair this time, since it's such a big part of their relationship, and this relationship is what makes this episode so great. The dynamic between Pipp and Zipp is the most real I've seen in MLP since Wallflower Blush. It makes their characters heavily relatable, not just to me, but to most siblings who see themselves in either one of them. Like I see myself in Zipp. But what about you? Can you relate to the relationship? Do you have siblings? And is your relationship similar to what we can see between Pipp and Zipp? Let me know, like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Join my Discord if you want to discuss some more. Thanks to my patrons, especially to Uniberry and Maverick. And until next time, for the bronies, fellas, and bye.